Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ademola Adisa. I'm your host of the Mo in Diaspora. Official announcement. Wale Edun, Nigeria Finance Minister, resigned for a higher role. A new chapter, a greater calling. This caption will be of surprise to a lot of people because the revelations you are privileged to watch is not known to most people. What exactly is happening? It's not no more of any news that the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, have resigned from the cabinet of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and it has been replaced by the Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele. And there is also other development also in one other ministry. But what exactly led to Mr. Wale Edun's resignation? What are the people thinking? A lot of the detractors and oppositions have been having negative discussion about it, making negative speculations, and hoping that there was a rancor or a disagreement between the president and Minister Wale Edun. This is far from the truth. If you know President Bola Ahmed Tinubu very well, from his antecedent and all his activities over the period of his accession as the president of Nigeria, you know that he's never afraid of making critical, cogent, and difficult decisions. And every decision that is made difficult as it may be, are very strategic and also purposeful towards the success of his administration. So the resignation of Wale Edun, Minister Wale Edun, it's also along other difficult decisions and reshufflement of his cabinet of administrations of the APC government since 2023. If you realize that was one of the issues area of negativities that the opposition are making is their move of removing three chairman of that he has three chairmen since his acception as role of the APC. Are they true? Yes, it was when he was campaigning and he was elected under the chairmanship of Adamu. And Adamu in 2023, shortly after his swearing in in government, was removed. And temporarily, Kayari was placed to act for a while before Dangote was the former governor of Kano State, having been unable to secure a ministerial positions, was make the chairman of APC. And Dangote was also removed recently for him also to put in somebody like what is called the present APC chairman, Yelatwa, the current chairman of APC. And one thing you can give is every decision that is being taken reshufflement or removal or appointment of any of its cabinet of its lieutenants are always done in a mutual and respectable way. There was never any issues of negativity between him or any of the people that he has removed in power or assigned positions, and he's always have that cordial relationship irrespective of. So they are not personal, they are strategical, and also they are for the interest and the benefit of the country and the party. So what has led to the resignation of Mr. Wale Edun? To me, this I will take you in step by step into what led to that. But in the meantime, I will do so in a technical way so that you will see why it's absolutely necessary for Mr. Wale Edun to be reshuffled and be reassigned to a much technical, cogent, and more important position. Now, let's look at Mr. Wale Edun's profile and his positions at uh, the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Wale Edun is a very important person in the cabinet of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's one of the strongest pillars of his administration, and is one of his core confidants and backbone of of the Renew Hope policies and agenda. So, if it's absolutely necessary for him to have to put him into a very much a good position, other positions, then you will understand that this man called Bola Ahmed Tunubu is very strategic, very have great foresight, and also very much uh, in control of the steering of the affairs of Nigeria. Mr. Wale Edun is a technocrat, an economist, and a reformer who led Nigeria's boldest economic reforms in decades to restore stability, transparency, and growth into the economic of Nigeria. Mr. Adebayo Olawale Edun was born 70 years ago. He did mark his birthday, 70th birthday, on the 28th of this last weekend of this month. And he is a very respectable and very much versatile individual. He holds a bachelor degree in economics at the University of London and also a master degree in development economics at the University of Essex in the United Kingdom as well. He has over 40 years of professional experience and is so much a valuable and a very important person. Is a very it's not only in the banking, it's 40 years experience in banking, in economics, and investment and public policy. It's very deep expertise. He has deep expertise in global financing, in global finance development, economics, and capital market. Mr. Wale Edun is known for high integrity, competence, and solutions-driven leadership. Is a very vital and important leadership personality for the president, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's married to Amy Idoawa Apia, who is a Ghanaian British. He's also the father of 3 children. One of his sons is a well-known a well-known uh, what is called artist and actor, Adetokunbo. I mean Adetomiwa Edun is very, very, very popular actors in the UK and Britain and United States. He's also known to be a very private, disciplined, and family-oriented individual. He has a very great career uh, milestone. Between 1980 and 1986, he started his career at Chase Merchant Bank in Lagos in treasury and corporate finance. This is his first career appointment. Between 1986 and 1990, he joined the World Bank via Young Professionals Program and worked across Latin America, Caribbean, and Asia. So he's it's related well and in professionally is an international within the international financial institutions, especially within the World Bank. He's also the co-founder of his investment banking and trust company, which is IBTC. He's now at Stanbic Bank, IBTC Bank. And also, between 1999 and 2004, he was the commissioner for the then governor of Lagos State, with the governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tunubu, where was the governor, and that is where he performed his first miracle together with with Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu then to turn around the financial status and destiny of Lagos. They laid the foundation of what Lagos become a buoyant and a very lucrative and very productive state, the most viable state in Nigeria, most viable than even some African countries. Between 2018 and 2008, it was between 2008 and 2021, he was the founder and chairman of Chapel Hill Debenham Group of investment banking in UK, and also he also between 2023 and 2026, that is when he was yield to the call and invitation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to turn Nigeria economy around as a Minister of Finance and the coordinating Minister of the Economy. And he has also have a lot of international role. He's the chairman African Government Forum, that is the Central Government Forum of World Bank. He's first Nigerian to hold such a position in the last 60 years, since the inception of that forum in 60 years. He's also the chair of the G24 group of developing countries. advocate for the global financial architecture for emerging economics. He is also very active voice in the International Monetary Finance Forum, that is IMF, International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank, and also the African Union Economic Discussions Group champions. He also championed debt reliefs, concessional financing, and also increased flow of funds to Africa. So it's a very reputable international financial, it's very recognized as a respected technocrat with global credibility, bridging global finance, and also expertise with local policy solution. Mr. Wale Edun is also within the cabinet of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Renew Hope agenda. He has contributed immensely through his financial policy in collaboration with the central bank and Governor, Mr. Cardoso, and removing fuel subsidy in 2023 at the onset of the administration. This eliminated the long-standing petrol subsidies to save public funds and also market distortion. This has been a conduit pie where past politicians have used to fraud and siphon Nigerians' money for personal use at the detriment of the economy, creating a great distortion about the status quo, the state of the economy, where it's being patched all over along and passed from one administration to the other. Also assisted in the exchange rate liberalization, where we created a unified and market determined foreign exchange system to improve transparency and also to attract investment. These distortions and exchange multiple exchange mechanisms that have been used in the past to favor politicians and used as sacrifice and used as a betrayal to create a lot of debt on Nigeria by creating a disparity of exchanges to the favor of some government officials and politicians. This was eradicated under his leadership right from the onset of the administration in 2023. Fiscal consolidations was also his area. He reduced wasteful spending, also improved the revenue generation, and also promoted debt sustainability. So his policies also encourage mobilization of funds and also ensured debt management and sustainability, the level that is also give respite to the economy to have a breathing space. It's also contributed and also jointly with the now uh, minister that is successor, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, to have a tax and revenue reform where the expansion of tax base, also the digitizations and improve uh, compliance to boost domestic revenue. These are done in its admission to boost Nigerian tax collections and also to create standardizations and unifications of tax law. And that led to new tax, the new Revenue Act of and the creation of the new Nigeria Revenue Service that replaced the uh, Federal Revenue Service. Anyway, uh, it's also it created a social intervention program to cushion the effect of the programs, the exchange cash transfers and wage awards, as well as targeted support to cushion reforms impact. All these were done to ameliorate the impact of the uh, cogent and difficult reforms that were taken by the administration. Also, it's also encouraged private sector and investment drive. Their focus is to disassociate or remove government from business. Government have no business in business. Government is to provide enabling environment and allow the private sector to strive and provide business services and production. This we also is a tangible activities that also promote and dissociate fraud and stealing of a public asset and fund. So it promote they promoted PPP, that is public-private partnerships, and also infrastructural financing, and also uh, enabling providing enabling environment for business to strive. These activities has led to a greater development and changes in Nigerian economy, and which are visible. Nigeria economy grew to up from redundancy to 3.7 to 4% since the inceptions, which has not been so for ages. The economy was so fragmented and it was going under depressions at the time. And while a lot of companies were closing down and industry were closing down, but they have been able to revamp, and the country, Nigeria economy is growing at a pace that is even beyond the growth of some advanced economy. Inflation also was reduced from 33% in 2023, is now gone down to between 14 and 15% in 2025, and is likely to go down further in 2026. The foreign exchange also, and the foreign reserves, which are depleted down to about 20 or to $33 billion, grew to 45.5%, and it's likely to grow up to 45.5 billion dollar it's likely to even grow to up to $50 billion reserves. This is a great stability and confidence to investors, and also a sign of reliability in Nigeria investment and economy that can attract foreign investors to come and have direct investment in Nigeria. Our oil production has also gone up. It was so erratic and below $1 million per day, 1 million barrel per day. But currently, as of this April, that of this month, has grown into about 1.8 million barrel per day. So it's also the stock, Nigerian Stock Exchange has also grown by more than 60% since the inception of the administration in 2023. The public debt is about 152 trillion naira, and with a lot of infrastructure and structural development going on simultaneously. Overall there is an overall improved macroeconomic stability, better fiscal positions, and stronger investment confidence. Likewise, even though this doesn't have, despite all this, there is still room to go, more to do. The cost of living is still high, and Nigeria, the government is trying as much as possible to make sure for its policies to relieve the people of this, to bring down the cost of living. Currency has depreciated also, but it's also at one time, the currency was up to 2,000 naira per dollar, which has grown from about 700 naira per dollar has go to about 2,000 plus, but it has come down to about 1,300, between 1,300 and 1,350. There is sufficient social cushions. There are so much done that have been a lot that have been damaged, but gradually there is light at the end of the tunnel. People are getting relief, and the economy is growing. People are getting more employed, more business are growing, and a lot of the food is being produced, and prices of essential commodities are coming down drastically, unlike when the reform started in 2023. Okay, and also there is also a lot of shocks that is being met on the way, with regarding to foreign exchange, multinationals implementation of maybe it's too fast, together with subsidy, removal of subsidies and foreign exchange liberalizations, all created a heavy yoke, but eventually it gives us the opportunity to recover faster than expected, and Nigeria will be better off eventually. The debt burden have significantly been reduced in certain areas, but relatively is still higher because there is more to do, and but the income is going on, and there's much credibility. Nigeria is more creditable now than before, and the loans and credit are being directed to productive ventures, unlike in the past. So in summary, Wale Edun's tenure has produced a very a champion, has championed a bold and necessary reform that corrected deep structural distortions, and also that is in Nigerian economy. His tenure was marked by courage, competence, and commitment to bring long-term stability through, though at a high, at a high short-term cost. However, he left a legacy of behind a stronger policy framework and foundation for sustainable growth. And the long-term success of his reform will depend on continuity, institutional building, and inclusive growth. I will use the opportunity to thank and Mr. Wale Edun for yielding to the call at the time and also for being there when Nigeria needed him most. However, he's still at the beck and call of Mr. President and Nigeria for a higher responsibility. So, what is this higher responsibility? What is this call? What is the next stage of Mr. Wale Edun? Now, to the surprise of most of you, you will not see this coming. I'll give you an analogy, and you will see that within the period of tenure of Mr. Wale Edun as the Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of Economy, he has been very, very diligent and versatile in his activities, going all over the globe to attract investment, to harmonize our financial institutions, and to link Nigeria economic with the rest of the world. He has been very much diligent and also hardworking, and therefore his demand is becoming more important in linking Nigeria economy to international economy. Nigeria have reached a stage where we need to move higher, and its experience in international financial institutions is highly required. This experience is required in linking Nigeria financial institutions and also representing Nigeria to ensure we get the best of deals in international arena. So I'm giving you a hint where the next trajectory and the next chapter in Mr. Wale Edun's career is going. If you remember, in last year, the president removed the defense minister, chief of defense staff, Mr. the then General Christopher Musa. He relinquished him of his position for a while. People think Mr. Mr. General Christopher Kiwa's career are finished. But Mr. President Tinubu is someone that recognizes competence, diligence, and hard work and he always paid them with whatever they deserve. He recalled General Musa, Christopher Musa, and appointed him as the defense minister, putting a rank peg in a round hole. Even though there has been great insurgents, but there has been also a great fight back. And Nigeria is not relenting in creating good security despite all detractors and all sponsors of terror. In likewise, the next chapter in Mr. Wale Edun's career is we go beyond local, beyond Nigeria show, into international sphere. I'll give you two scenarios, two pinpoint. Mr. Wale Edun has been doing a great job in building Nigeria's interest in negotiation with international financial institutions, in also attracting direct investment into Nigeria. That's a part. Also, if you all can also see, there is also a vacancy in the foreign affairs. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs is also vacant. So, is it destined to be a foreign minister and also be able, because we need a very strong foreign minister that will be able to coordinate and link Nigeria to in the diplomatic world with also with us all the diplomats that are being sent out now. We need somebody that should be a minister, a foreign minister that will be able to coordinate our international linkages, both in finance, in military or security, in social, in every sphere, especially also in attracting uh, visitors or what you call people to visit Nigeria. So this is a serious task that is also beckoning for the attention of Mr. Wale Edun. If you think President Bola Tinubu is done with Mr. Wale Edun, you don't know President Bola Ahmed Tunubu. This is my tip for you for today. Watch this place, watch this space. We will give you more hints on where exactly Mr. Wale Edun is going higher to support, to provide service for Nigeria. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe. Also, comment, like, and share. My name is Ademola Adisa. This is Demo in Diaspora. Thank you for your attention. I'll see you in the next video.